And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Sagittarius for July 2024, brought to you by the wonderful people at AskTheAnswer.com, the UK's leading website for tarot readers, psychics, mystics and channelers. Saggies, look, there's nothing in your sign at the moment, so you'd be forgiven for thinking, well, there's not a lot that's going to affect me. And the new moon in Cancer and the full moon in Capricorn, that's not touching me. Hey, what's the problem, you might say? Yes, I can just get on with my life. Even the outer planets aren't directly impacting on you significantly, although for many of you, certain areas, specifically that to do with residence, home, location, property, family, much of the challenges and interactions of this year so far are now turning more internalized rather than externalized, and I do expect certain situations to become a source of much more introspection and reflection rather than direct action. And as you get towards the end of the month, this introspection is not only going to be in areas to do with family and residence and home, it's also going to be pushed more into your professional world. There's a Mercury retrograde in the area of your chart that deals with career coming up at the end of this month, and you might find that the sands are shifting at the professional level in some shape or form, and that there's a lot of uncertainty around evolving situations. I would advise against making knee-jerk decisions. And it's going to get a little bit weirder than this as you get into the last 10 days of the month, because Mars in the sky is going to move into your opposite sign of Gemini. Now, this is only going to affect those of you born in November during July. But if you are a November Sagittarius, be prepared that in the last 10 days of July, you're probably going to get your buttons pushed, and it'd be very easy for you to make impulsive or rash decisions, or to say or do something which you might later regret. So if you're a November Sagittarius, then in the last 10 days of July, do count to 10 and deliberately choose not to get your buttons pushed. In many ways, the sands are shifting under many of you. What you thought this year was going to turn into is beginning to become obvious. It's not going to work the way you expect. Now, this isn't a negative thing. It's something that's just different. And you're not in a position to make clear predictions yet. So as far as July 2024 goes, Sagittarius, have an adaptable and flexible month.